Don't forget to subscribe to our newsletter, Hyphenly. It is our no fluff love letter with hot takes, heartfelt stories, and all the feels of living in between cultures. Come for the nuance, stay for the vibes. Link is in the show notes. Hello, hello. Welcome back to Lovely and happy Friday. Can you believe it? Summer is over. And now we can focus on more important things in the year, aka my birthday. October is my birthday month. I'm a Libra. I also celebrate my birthday for the whole month. Shocker. But this episode isn't about that. I will do a full debrief on how my birthday month went after. For today, I have a really fun guest, Lara, aka Dumb Blonde Diary on TikTok. Okay, funny story. I remember like the first time I watched one of her videos on TikTok. I went out myself on a Thursday, Friday night. Lara and I both love a Thursday night out because we're getting paid to be hungover on Friday, period. But she is 26. She is a city girl like myself. She makes content around dating, life in the city, all the wild stories, how she's going up to people are coming up to her, what that leads to, full-on debriefs. So we're going to get into that, but she's also a musician. She's a singer. And her new song is coming out, or actually by the time you listen to it, it would have been out. So when she's not posting or performing, she's a corporate girly like myself. Honestly, I know her TikTok handle is Dumb Blonde Diary. There's nothing dumb about her. She's so talented. She's so witty. She's so funny. And she makes me feel a little less alone in the chaos of modern dating in Toronto. So Lara, welcome to Lovely.
Oh my gosh, thank you. That was such a great intro. I love that.
How are you? How was your weekend?
I'm stoked. I'm really happy to be here, to be on the pod, and coming off a very tame, chill weekend, to be honest.
That's very unlike you. Tame.
Unlike me. Well, we day partied and we went out every night, but nothing.
That's tame.
It was a tame one. It was nothing to write home about.
Did anything stick out to you? Like, did you meet anyone interesting over the weekend?
We definitely had a nice wholesome. It was one of those, like, we reunited our high school group. So those ones are good. I mean, I'm new into the influencing game. So I'm posting. So it was a lot of like, oh, I seen you on TikTok. Like some of those.
Yeah.
Which was fun.
Those are some wholesome moments, like when you're least expecting it.
Totally.
But I'm more curious to kind of lean into who you are as a person. So every time someone comes on the pod, I'm like, what is your connection to immigrant identity? But mostly just want to know how you grew up and how has that shaped you to who you are today?
Yeah, absolutely. So a little bit about me. I'm actually a third generation Ukrainian. So on my mom's side. And I would say that's where I pull like a whole lot of personal identity to my culture. I actually grew up in like Ukrainian dance, Ukrainian church, Ukrainian school for a little bit. Like it was a whole thing. All of the tradition that we did growing up on that side was so rich, so deep. And I think it's carried with me even now. I do live a very like mixing pot life being in Toronto and stepping away from that a bit. But I think a lot of my like core values came from growing up kind of embedded in that culture.
What do your parents know about your dating life? And what are their opinions on it or how we do dating these days?
That's such a good question. My mom is the Ukrainian side, and she grew up, I think, like a little bit sheltered just in being second gen and very like held to kind of that standard. And she actually embedded in me, like, I want you to go out there and live the greatest life that you can. Like, first of all, take as many pictures of yourself as you can. She always says, I know, for like, thanks,
we're
Mom.
doing it for Mom.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm like, Mom, you see that Insta? So she is super supportive. Both my parents are very, very social. They are like super work hard, play hard people. They like started their own business 15 years ago. That's a huge part of who I am, is like watching them leave their jobs, build this company, grow it to be successful. And I think they've always had a good balance of like work hard, play hard, and prioritizing, stuff that they enjoy. So I'm pretty lucky that they encourage that for me or just really understand. It's always at the root, like, where are you going? What are you doing? Do you know what you're doing? As long as you're on the right path, they give me a lot of freedom.
Let's get into the burning question. What's your relationship status right now? Are you single or are you seeing someone?
No, this is what everybody wants to know because I'm so ambiguous about it on my TikTok.
Okay, well, there's no being ambiguous here. Like, we have to know what's going on.
I know. Well, I do talk a lot about like my life, dating, going out, meeting people. But yeah, I am single, boys.
Single, or talking to someone but not really a title on it?
I am single and like really enjoying being single.
Okay.
I would say I'm that girl in my friend group where my friends are like, I need a boyfriend. And I'm like, ugh. Like, I need a solo walk. Yeah. I need a solo hot girl walk in like a slutty top. Like, that's what I need right now.
Love it. And then if you meet someone, you meet someone.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like they are out there and I'm not in a rush. I actually have a plan. And maybe we could get into my dating.
Wait, what's
theories.
your plan?
Okay. My immediate plan is to like level up. I actually think this is good advice, ideas for women, is like I want to work on myself enough, and I am very picky, where like I'm in the league of men that I want to date. Like, I just want to be super impressive in myself.
What kind of men are in this league?
I know. Well, I'm very picky.
Girl, I hear it on your TikToks. I feel like you need an athlete.
Okay, I'm picky until like 2 a.m. And then I don't even know that girl. That's not me at all. So don't quote me.
Talk to me about the 10 p.m. Lara and talk to me about the 2 a.m. Lara.
Okay, truthfully, on a night out, I will say that my mindset remains, I am out to have fun, whether it's with the girls, the bartenders, the staff, the men. The men are a great device to have fun in the night, whether it's making fun of them or just having fun with them. I love meeting people when I'm out. And so around 10 o'clock, that's girl time. Like, you're getting drinks, you're gossiping, you're catching up. And then you can make your way into like, getting the drinks, mix and mingling, seeing who's funny and what chats come from that. And then 2 a.m. is a free for all. And I don't even know what's happening in that time. That's zombie land.
Let's play out the night. Let's do like the perfect Toronto lineup for a Thursday night. Walk me through. It's 9 p.m. up until 4 a.m. Where are we going? What are we doing? What's the gameplay?
I would say a perfect night starts with a proper girls' pre. Like, the energy is everything you need for a good girls' night out. You start your night, you're with the girls, they come to your place, and then you've got a rezo for drinks somewhere. Somewhere cool, somewhere you haven't tried. King Street is really good mix and mingling. I do know that it's controversial, but there are good ones. You just got to stay optimistic.
Yeah. Okay, so the girlies are coming for a pre. You have a rezo for drinks, you're out at the bar. Recently, have you found yourself going up to someone to talk to them, or someone's come to you?
So definitely, I am not somebody shy of going out to talk to somebody. I would say it is like a complete, I don't want to say free for all, but like it is definitely like, if you see somebody cute, I don't shy away at all from going over to say something to them. I don't even think about it. I think if you spend any time in your head at the bar, then you just got to shake it off. You got to get a drink and, get a good song going with your girls or get in the right headspace. Because
tell me the best way to approach a man.
Okay. The opening line, I don't think per se matters. It's the conversation following, and it is like the energy you bring. So, and I think the same way about a man. Like, there's no pickup line. There's definitely the wrong thing to say, but there's no pickup line he's going to say that's so clever. Like, we're in a bar. It's hard to even hear somebody, right? Okay, I'm going to tell you a story. So I'm at laissez-faire. It's packed. So a cute guy walks by, very cute, on Thursday. he looks like he's going upstairs or downstairs. Like, they say you can go any of the floors. And I was like, oh, are you guys thinking about heading upstairs? I just was asking him if it was going to be fun. That was my like in. And then, you know what he does? He goes, no, I'm not going anywhere. Actually, we're sitting here. I was like, perfect. So he comes and he sits at the booth. And then I'm with my girlfriend, single, newly. And we're like, okay, great. Well, we'll sit too. And then immediately it's like, so what's your story? Who are you here with? Do you come here often? Cliche. And then take in, these boys ended up being Love Island boys.
What?
So fine. He actually like did show me pictures, which red flag. But I mean, he's on Love Island. What do you expect?
That's fine. Flex it.
Yeah. So that was like, I don't know. It was a good meet, and yeah, like gorgeous men. But yeah, I mean, my girlfriend. I ended up setting them up with them, and they chatted for I think most of the night. So I think convos like that just happen super organically.
Yeah, no, I think that's the best way to do it. When we overthink it, we lose the moment. I want to go back to like you saying you're picky. So there's different leagues of men in general. What league are you looking for?
Okay. So we're talking about like what my type is. Because
Yes.
it's different obviously for everybody. I definitely grew up. I'll just say this because I've noticed this is a differentiator as we get older and my friends are talking about like their marriage partner. My parents were very independent. So I grew up super independent. And like I am looking for another partner who is an equal and is also just super in his own lane, like ambitious and impressive and independent. Like he's got his own interests, passions, friends, like plans. But yeah, I would say within the Toronto sphere, finding somebody that has a similar connection to you is a barrier to entry. Like they've got to be able to banter. And then from there, I would say like looking for similar things in life, travel, success, personal success. Like I want them to have career success or, you know, just wins that they're chasing, whether it's running a marathon. Like I want them to have personal goals. I want them to encourage mine so much. So that's what I'm looking for. But other than that, I would say it is difficult to find men in your immediate vicinity, especially if you're in a city where most people grew up there, who are willing and open to like traveling and seeing the world that way that you are. Like that can be a bit harder to find.
Do you think your man is here in Toronto or somewhere else?
I think I'm going to meet him on vacation.
Okay. And you were talking about someone that you did meet?
I met him on vacation.
And where was this vacation?
And this is the standard. We were in Bahamas.
Bahamas.
Okay.
Talk to me about this man in Bahamas.
Okay, so this remains in my head as like the standard.
Okay, yes. Let's hear it.
It was actually kind of a really cute meet cute, which by the way, that is essential for the story of you meeting your man. Like I think you do kind of need a meet cute. By the way, I'll preface this by saying I never claimed to not be delusional, right? So that goes without saying. So I met this man and this is how I met him. We're going home from the bar. I'm whipping my golf cart. I'm driving home, listening to Doja Cat. Bumping. And then I see him and his friends like hitchhiking on the side of the road. And they're like calling for me to come over. They were asking me to drive them home and he's in a similar place. So I see him in the rear view and he's like looking at me. When I tell you, he is one of the finest men I've ever seen, like gorgeous man. But it's 2 a.m. and I just left the club, so he might actually not be as gorgeous as I thought. So I met him on vacation. I drove him home. He asked for my number, like game over. Gorgeous man. And I ended up spending like the next few days with him. Mind you, this is New Year's. So New Year's has this build. And this is where I learned the importance of a wing woman because I'm on this trip, family trip, and I am wing woman-less. I'm with my friends. They're all like married. So they didn't want to like hit the scene with me. So him and I are going out, but we're doing wholesome dates. Like we're doing walks on the beach. We're doing like nice drinks and dinner places, saving up for New Year's. And then like, sorry, did I say 6'4"? I feel like 6'4" was really important.
6'4" is the most important thing about the entire story.
He's finance. He owns his own hedge fund in New York, moved to New York.
Excuse you?
Yeah.
So when are you moving to New York?
And that's what he's asked me. He's like, come to New York. And I'm like, so pussy. I'm like, I can't go. Like, I'm scared.
Why can't you?
Because going to New York for, okay.
Okay, I get it. But flying getting flown out to New York for a date is just like, it's a cute little weekend.
So good.
You're not moving to New York for a man.
But I didn't give him anything on the trip to make him fly me out, which maybe would have made him more incentivized.
Okay, wait, finish the story. Finish the story. We'll get into that.
So it's New Year's. He's asking me where to go for New Year's, what the plans. I'm like, buy tickets to this event I'm going to. It's like at the Four Seasons. Him and all his friends buy like $200 tickets to go to this event. My friends that I'm there with decide they don't want to go. They bail.
Right.
They bail on the event. And it's literally devastating. I'm like, should I go by myself? So then I don't go. I go to this other thing and then we're texting and like we never end up meeting up. It was New Year's, so obviously like blacked out.
Right.
Shit. I lost the love of my life. So anyway, he flew home the next day. And then from there, it's like, okay, call me when you're in New York. I'm like, call me when you're in Toronto. Like, he's not
so that's how it ended.
But he remains in my head as like,
have you been in touch? Is he on your socials?
We're like back and forth.
Okay. You post a hot like story.
And he went to a wedding and like I slid and like we're planning New York. So I actually am going to go in October. Stay tuned to hear the follow-up on that because I think it's going to go well.
I think you kind of just have to do it for the plot.
Yes. And so this is my advice. Once you meet a man in that tier, you know, and again, I'm delusional, but you know that exists. Like you're chasing that standard.
That is such a good point because sometimes you just wonder like, oh, am I like, not that any woman should think about this because at the end of the day, like you have the leveraging like power or whatever. But like you do think to yourself sometimes when you get in your head, like, oh, I want a man that's 6'4". I want a man that's career oriented. I want a man that's like witty and has a great personality. Am I ever going to meet that? Well, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
You did.
Exist.
You just have to, they do exist and you can like, that is doable. It's just, you have to like put in you have to get over your hump of thinking that it won't happen for you and you have to do the damn thing. Like,
yes. Put yourself in scenarios to meet them. Like go to the Four Seasons and look for a 26-year-old. Wait, okay, I need to hear about this man.
Okay, so it wasn't a meet cute as in like I met in person, but I haven't told the story of how I met this man, but I've alluded on the podcast for the last few episodes that I am like exclusively seeing someone. I matched with him on Hinge. We exchanged a few messages and then I kind of like left him on red. It was a fun and busy summer. And again, it wasn't a fun and busy summer as like I am talking to like all these other guys and I'm busy. Literally just having the best time with my friends, going to Electric Island, going to Feld's, going to like bars and stuff. Like just I'm booked and busy. So then I went to Electric Island and he reached out to me. He's like, hey, were you at Electric Island? I think I saw you. In my head, I'm like, babe, you saw my stories. You know I was at Electric Island, but he just wanted like another in. Long story short, I was like, hey, I'm so sorry I didn't get back to you. Yes, I was there. If you're still open to getting together, I'm free tomorrow night if you want. And this was Thursday. He responded in 2 hours, okay? So I already made plans to go on another date within those 2 hours. Like you snooze, you lose. Like it's a fun summer. It's a busy summer. He responded in 2 hours. He was like, yeah, like actually tomorrow night does work out. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry I committed to my friend. And then now the next day arrives and he goes, whatever, we're talking. Okay, we can do Monday. He was like very nice about it. Randomly, like mid-afternoon, he goes like, I'm going to need you to ditch your plans. I have tickets to Morgan Wallen. I want to take you. I'm like, wait, are you asking me? And also I've never been to a country. I'm so silly. I'm like, I've never been to a country concert. If you want to take someone, because I'm thinking he's a diehard fan. I'm like, if you want to take someone that actually is like going to enjoy it, please do that. But like concert's fun. So like maybe I can make it work. So whatever, I say yes. I cancel on my date. This was the third time I was rescheduling to meet this second guy, okay? I was like, listen, like I know you're going to ghost me, but I'm just going to give you a heads up. I can't make it to the date. I have concert tickets. I'm going to do that. So then now, my first time meeting someone out on a concert, we decide to get drinks before the concert. Instantly, like when I see this man, I'm like, okay, he's hot. We like him. And then as soon as we sat down, it was like the conversation was so natural, flowing. We had drinks. We ran into like a few of our friends. We had a really good time at the concert. We were next to a couple that was like, how long have you guys been dating for? You guys look so cute. Let me take a picture of you. So they're taking photos of us. And then the lady's like, kiss, kiss, kiss. So we got our first kiss on camera.
That girl is such a beauty.
It's
Shout
so
out that
cute.
lady.
So
Work.
cute. So
what
cute.
a work moment.
So cute. Fireworks. And then we left the
Was it a make out or a kiss?
No, it was a little kiss.
Okay.
It was a little kiss.
But fireworks.
And I never kiss on the first date. That's a rule I broke, but it was like spontaneous, just like this entire day. Wink. So we did that. And then we left. We met some of his friends who were going to Badlands. And I think you talk about that
Love
spot,
Badlands.
right?
Great
I was like,
country bar.
Yeah, I was like, I'm in my cowboy boots. Let's go. But I'm like, we need to get food first. So we stop at Wendy's. We wanted to stop at Wendy's and then go to his place. It was so cold that night. So he wanted to get like a little hoodie moment and then like he wanted to go, whatever. Someone bumps into him. He drops his phone. Screen goes black.
No.
Broke his phone. The vibes are still up, but the vibes are, let's just like eat our food, talk, get to know one another, and then call it a night. Now it's like 1:30. Okay. We go back to his place. We're just like eating food. Like I've made it very clear, nothing is happening. We're just having a good time, getting to know one another. We're going to eat our food and then we're going to go home. His phone is dead. So we're playing music off of my phone. And then we're playing music and I'm on the couch and we're eating and my phone is charging next to him. I'm like, oh, like put this song on. I want you to, I'm a Swiftie. So I was like making him listen to Taylor Swift songs. He grabs my phone, tries to search a song. Next thing you know, he's like, Michael is calling you. I'm like, huh? I haven't talked to this Michael that was calling me in 3 months.
No.
The audacity to call someone at 1:30 to be like, hey, what are you doing?
Oh,
crazy.
He's got the wrong idea.
Crazy. Wrong idea. I'm not that girl.
Yeah. Come on, sir.
So that was an interesting
Class
thing.
it up.
But this is how I know it was a green flag. This is how I know a green flag. He was like, listen, you're a good looking girl. I know people are going to want to talk to you. Doesn't bother me. A secure man is what we're looking for.
That is amazing.
It's so good.
Because that would do a hit on an insecure man's ego.
Exactly.
A late night. But he better believe your word. That's not a constant late night.
He does.
That's a wannabe from 3 months ago. No chance.
That I met at Laissez-Faire.
Yeah. He will be hitting you up.
So that was early in September. Fast forward to today. We've been going on like little like benders. Like we'll spend like 4 or 5 days together.
No.
Yeah.
That's the best. 4 or 5
we
days.
just like, we're literally spending so much time together and we're both just like, we don't want to leave. What do we do? Do we just like chill? And like every day, like I've been seeing him. So like I had a wedding Friday. He picked me up. We spent all of Saturday together, all of Sunday together. I'm like, hey, I'm getting done a recording tonight at 7:30. Like we can get dinner. But like, it's cutie, but we're not like officially together, boyfriend, girlfriend, because I need time.
Yeah, of course.
But we have
come young, early September.
But we haven't, we're just exclusively seeing one another.
Amazing. Okay, so that night when he saw the text after 1:30, you did leave me on a cliffhanger. So he saw the text and then it ended. And then when did you guys make the time to like see each other again?
Was there
another text?
Yeah. So the concert was Friday. The concert was Friday.
Yes, Friday night.
Because I had initially said no to Friday, we had made plans on the Monday. This man is like, I'm going to stick to my word on Monday. So then we went on another date on Monday. He's met some of my friends. I met some of his friends. Like things were going well.
So what do you feel is a normal time for a man, like after a first date, to ask you on that next date?
Ooh, that's a good question. So, okay, instantly within, let's say if you're meeting someone in person or on a dating app, you have 48 hours to schedule a date. Okay? Yeah. And then after you go on the first date, you have 2 more days to schedule another date. The ideal date day is, for me, it's a Wednesday or Thursday, because if the date goes well, you can see them again. Weekend is prime real estate. Like you don't do a weekend date.
You're not available on a weekend.
Totally.
You're a busy working girl.
Totally. But if you go out on the Thursday, you can get the feel of it. And then you can reach out on the weekend to schedule a date for like a Tuesday or like next Wednesday. Just because I know like we're coming close to time, I want to ask you a few different things. So first and foremost, I know you touched upon this earlier, is that like, yeah, like dating is kind of like there, but you are taking time to spend within yourself and like pouring into yourself and being single right now. So like, how are you so happy being single? Because some people struggle with that. And like, what is your mindset around it?
Oh my gosh, I love that you asked that because I definitely do think that, like, particularly now, I'm in a very healthy spot. Like, I was in a relationship for a few years and, like, leaving COVID, and it was a beautiful, healthy relationship, but it just, like, wasn't my person. And then getting on the outside of that, I think I really focused on, like, you are in control of your life. Like, you are in control of what you want to do and where you spend your time. I just have so many like personal things that I want to do and achieve. And I'm so obsessed with like trying to hit those milestones. And I'm I'm not really sure that like I just don't have the interest in finding a man that like, you know, that doesn't quite see it or and I think we can talk like about dating apps versus meeting out. Like if you meet somebody out and they are like super on the same page, then I think that is the way that you can like organically grow a relationship. But I just don't have the energy to like go on a first date with somebody that like right away isn't your type. And I think that's healthy for women to like work on themselves to get in the rooms that they can meet the man that is the man of like their dreams. Maybe I'm Delu, maybe I'm a little bit like, optimistic, but I think if I become I want to say two things. If I become super impressive, I think the man will back. So that is where my head has been. I want to find a man who like I want to be Michelle Obama to his like Barack,
And you will be.
Like that's my goal, my standard.
Yeah.
And then unfortunately, and I really want to hear your mindset on this, but like men tend to say that like they only really want a girl, some men, that like will accompany them and is just hot and like chill. Like that's what they're looking for in a girl.
They want a trophy wife.
They're looking for trophies.
And you are everything but a trophy wife.
Well, let's not say that. Come on, what the heck? No, I definitely am more than a trophy, okay?
No, I'm saying you're everything, but like you're not a trophy wife.
Exactly. Like not just a statue.
No. You're not in that category whatsoever. Like you're everything, like not that.
I know. Well, I'm that and
I'm
more.
not calling you out that you are that.
Yeah, imagine. I know. And that's actually what my song is like all about too. It's about like, how men don't really love that intimidating woman. Like they tend to just shy away from it and want someone else. And it's like, I'm so proud of being this, bigger person and just having all these like ambitions. And like, I'm not going to make myself smaller for you. So that's what the song is kind of about to me. And I think it's so topical.
Called?
It's called Should Have Been Mine.
Should Have Been Mine.
Yeah. Yeah, it comes out tomorrow. Like actually midnight.
Oh my God.
I know.
You're going to stay up and like, are you having like a listening party with your girlfriends?
I'm having a party. If you guys, everyone's hearing this on Friday, but stream my song. I am going to do like some festive stuff this week, lots of promo and yeah, try and get, more people listening to it because I'm just kind of like starting the first few song drops. And this is my first country song, which is really exciting.
Like I said, I went to the Morgan Wallen.
We're getting you into country.
Concert. I think I'm a fan, and now I'm going to come to your release party. So that'll be fun. I think this is a good segue into my next question. So recently, what I've been doing is every episode I have a guest. They leave a question for my next guest. And speaking about, finding yourself and being comfortable with yourself and then attracting the right energy, I think that goes in all aspects of your life. Like you have to be secure and confident enough in yourself to attract people that are on the same level as you. Confident, secure, not catty, all of it. So the question that my previous guest, Shazmira, left is, how do you know when you're around someone who is confident? Like, what does it feel like within you? What emotions or feelings are coming up?
I think inherently you feel like safe, or it's just easy. Like when I'm around a confident person, it's like an embedded trust, or there's something like, as long as it doesn't veer on cocky, like we're talking somebody who's sure of themselves and like interested in you and pursuing you, like it's just fun. And I think being around somebody who knows who they are and who is like secure, it just makes, the dating and the whole like getting to know them process so easy and fun. So yeah, I would say like feeling safe and, I don't know, giggly. Is that crazy? I'm picturing this confident man to be hot. That's not what I meant to say. Funny. Whatever. I'm also picturing me liking him.
But it's just like a person in general. Doesn't have to be a man, but like even,
Not
you have a lot
dating.
of girlfriends. You have a lot of girlfriends.
Yes.
What does it feel like when you know you're around like a confident woman?
For my girlfriends being confident, I mean, I am definitely inspired by women who know what they want, who are sure of themselves, who don't doubt themselves. I definitely, my biggest inspirations in the world are like Beyonce, like the most Rihanna, hello, the most confident, badass women. And it just it just radiates female excellence. And I think that if I'm around anybody with like a lot of confidence, and I look forward to that in later chapters of our life. I think people say that in their 30s, 40s. They're like, I look back in my 20s and I just wish I gave less
of a fuck.
Yeah. Okay, cute.
Yeah.
I'm like, I am really channeling that at 26. I'm like, girl, there's no time to care. Like, post the shit. Be you. Post your singing videos. Like, get yourself out there. Do what you want to do in your life. And if you're like too confident for people, like they'll learn. They'll be too confident someday. And then, yeah, I think it's definitely the right side to be on.
Yeah, definitely do the damn thing. And I feel like my life significantly took a turn in the right direction is when I stopped caring about what others were thinking of me. And I think we were talking about this earlier, is you post content on TikTok, I post content on TikTok, and there have been moments where I've heard friends make comments, friends or acquaintances, like, oh my God, like she's so cringe, or why is she posting this? Or even the men that we're dating. We worry about like, are they going to look at our content? And I think the conversation that we were having is if they want to look at our content and they feel like, oh, she's going on so many dates, blah, blah. I'm glad you find that out through my video, because then it saves me a conversation of telling you, but I will always, dating is a game of numbers. You want me to be exclusive with you after 1 date, 2 dates, 3 dates? No. It doesn't work like that. So you're automatically going to filter out the people that are not supposed to be there, whether that's men, friends, family, and friends. So like being confident, I think you're just like choosing. What was that line you said about this person that you follow about being cringe?
Oh, yes. Okay. My favorite influencer, Caleb Hearing, he talks about how in order to be successful, you have to climb cringe mountain.
And I think that's what builds confidence.
Yes.
By doing things that like you don't care about what other people are thinking that you're doing it.
And how early into seeing somebody would you bring up that you like have a pod, you post on socials?
That's a good point. I usually bring it out on the first or second date.
Yeah.
Because it's a big part of who I am. Why would I not share that with you? And if that rubs you the wrong way, then I don't need to waste another date.
And do you get men that like make fun?
Oh my God, yeah. One man I remember, like I matched with on Hinge and we were planning a date, and he's like, oh, what do you do what do you do? And I said, like, I have a podcast. He's like, oh, what is it about? I'm like, yeah, it's about dating, relationships, whatever. He's like, oh my God, I'm going to get roasted. You're going to talk about me on the pod. I'm like, babe, your number isn't even saved in my phone. You're maybe and who, iPhone thinks you are. So
exactly.
Like, you're not going to get roasted. You're fine.
You're in the clear, sir. Wouldn't worry about you.
Okay, quick rapid fire round before we wrap up.
Love.
What are you going to dress up on Halloween?
I think I'm going to do Christina Aguilera Dirty, like that era. Wait, what about you?
I'm brown, but I've never done Jasmine. And I think I want to do Jasmine this year.
Yeah. The princesses are always like gorgeous, like cute costume.
Yeah, I like the cute hot bucket on Halloween. So we'll go with that. Okay, biggest ick in Toronto men.
How many of my friends have like wheeled all the Toronto men?
Green flag you actually love in guys.
I love when they have like little sisters. Is that because it's like you're
I love that.
Like a sweetheart. Like you need to have a little soft side to you.
Totally.
And then maybe they're a little like protective, like edgy. And then if that little sister is a sweetheart, we can like be besties. Yeah. That'd be the best. That's my dream.
What is the worst text to receive from a guy that you probably met once or twice?
Like a you up, I guess.
Yeah. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Like not WID.
God,
not even like
kidding.
the full thing. Ew. Immediately blocked.
That's enough.
Most Toronto place to end up after a night out.
After a night out? The hot dog stand on Portland. Shout out Mike. We love
Michaels up in here.
Love it. Yeah, I love a Mike.
And then what question would you leave for my next guest?
What is the number one thing about you that you hope that your partner really sees and appreciates?
Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm really excited to ask.
I know. I want them to hear it. I want to hear their answer.
This has been incredibly fun. I loved all of our story times.
Wait, that flew too.
It flew. Is there any final things you want to leave the people with?
Sure. Follow my Dumb Blonde Diary account. We're taking over the Toronto girly scene. And I'm letting you guys know all of the hot spots in Toronto. Hit me up if you guys want to go out in Toronto or if you're looking for friends. I am always looking for more people to get to know. And I'm also going to New York soon. So drop your recos for where to go.
Wait, are you going to see New York Man?
I'm going to see New York Man. I'm going. I've decided. He doesn't know yet, but I'm seeing him.
Of course. You need to call me immediately after and give me a debrief. And then I'll give a little update on the pod.
Yes, let the girls know.
Yes.
And the boys. The boys that you know. Thank you so much for having me. This was like so fun.
You're so welcome.
You're
I'm
the
so
best.
glad. This was so much fun. Thank you for coming on and sharing your stories. I felt like this was just like us two being out on a bar, drinking wine and exchanging stories, which is honestly makes for the best episode. And if you're listening and want more of Lara's chaos, music, dating wisdom, debriefs, you can find her on TikTok. Definitely stream her new song. And as always, thank you for tuning in. And yeah, if you think someone would appreciate listening to this episode and have a little giggle listening to our stories, definitely send it to your friend. And if this resonated with you, message me on Instagram. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Lovely is an Immigrantly media production. This episode was produced by Sadia Khan and Shay Yu, written by me, The Heck. Music, sound design, and editing by Lou Raskin. Other music is by Epidemic Sound. Tune in every Friday for more Lovely.